I'm recording this at the end of today because I forgot to record at the beginning, and I'm a bit flummoxed because I've had a bit of a disaster. Now, I've got a conundrum. I was watching the footage last night of this base unit that I've made, and you can see the holes here for a Yaesu rotator mount, but the trouble is the holes on this are a create, which is why I've had to drill some weird holes and all sorts of stuff. So what I'm thinking of doing is swapping out this whole thing, because I think in the loft space I've got a base for a Yaesu G450 that I might be able to graft on here, assuming depending where the holes are, because I don't want any blooming hassle. They're all different actually. That's the G450 holes. So that means drilling out this again, re-tapping it. And the question is, can I be bothered? Because I'm on a time constraint. I want to get this bloody thing done. If we leave it on though, I've got to find some bolts for here, okay? Because we've got these two, but we haven't got those two. But let's find that rotator mount. It's an hour's work, isn't it? I've got to take this off and somehow drill out this. It means putting it on the drill press, blah blah blah. I got a call from John the other day, the site manager. He says he got some wire antennas in the forest here, and it's connected to a dead tree, right? Can you take it down? So we've re-sighted 80 metres. You might just be able to see it here. Where's it gone? Oh, yeah, it's really low to the ground. What's that? 6 foot. But anyway, we're going to change all that as well. Come on, Bruiser, and you come. Hup. Now, recently I've been making some really short form videos, you know, just 5, 6, 7 minutes long maximum. But these big construction projects, you're just going to have to get a cup of coffee, guys, and watch it all. I'm not going to do a super tight edit. I will eventually do a kind of a quick director's edit of, you know, how to build a 12 metre tower, but I'm just having some fun filming and doing the job. So up here I've got all my sort of secret toys, and we do have a brand new G450 knocking around, but I don't want to use a 450, you know. But there is a base for one. That is the top mount for the side mount. And it's a shame to use half of it when this would be suffice, wouldn't it? I've got another one of these knocking around, but I don't know if I've got the U-bolts for it. It's funny, you know, when we had the open day, I had visions of taking all this downstairs, because there is tons of gear up here. It's all really good stuff as well. You know, I've got a drive-on mount I'll probably never use again. A ton of coax, audio leads. Oh, I don't know, maybe. Let's have a look at this thing anyway. Alright, well, if I can find an 8mm drill bit, no, a 7mm drill bit, 6, 7, oh, we might have to do this, and an 8mm tap. I think I used to keep my taps here. 8mm tap, so there's no excuse. I've got to do this job, alright? I've got the hexagonal spacing here for the bottom of the create. I'll need to take at least 4 of these out to put the Yaesu in. I'm not going to be able to match them up. I think what we do is Sorry about the red herring here, but I mean, that's, you know, development for you. We will keep this for the time being, and I will ask the suppliers if I can get the proper base for this, so we don't need to side mount it. I mean, just be very minor adjustments in the future. So that's what we'll do after all that. All right, well, let's tighten everything up anyway, because I brought every spanner I've got. Bugger, I forgot to look for some longer bolts. We got to do that. I stole these from the same size. They're going up. We'll put these down. You know, from the Yaesu piece that I just showed you. Now we can do these up. Lovely. So these look like 10mm threads, but it needs, what is that size? A 15mm spanner. And when you buy a metric set in the UK, as a set anyway, they never supply 15s. And I haven't got a spanner to get in there, so I'm going to have to use an adjustable. Oh, done them up pretty tight anyway. And there's one around here as well. I suppose, what is the definition of pretty tight? But there's tight and there's too tight, you know? You want to get them off, but you don't want them to slip. All right. By the way, you see this round my neck all the time. It's for Django in case I need to sling him on the lead, you know. So I bought these adjustables out of a catalogue for my Christmas and didn't realise they were so blooming huge. It's like when I bought the TS2000. I had no idea it was going to be that size. Right, this one doesn't matter. I just wanted that one done up a bit. I specifically checked these yesterday, so they're all right. That's all right, and I need to loosen it off at some point in time anyway. So it's just up to the top and get all that stuff done, which is 13mm. Everything's a 13 up there. I think it's a 13 anyway. There is a bit of a gap there, but the gap matches on the other side. But on this one, I could clamp it all the way down, which is quite interesting. But that's tight enough. I'm going to move on to sort these, make sure these guys are nice and tight. As you can see, there's a bit of thread there, look. Just about to say, actually, it's a shame there wasn't any indexing on here. But actually there is. And I definitely haven't tightened these up because I just accidentally moved that. So I'll do these now. It's a sunny day, but it's freezing cold. I always do my best construction in the cold. I'm going to fit the 4 square support masts now inside the guy points. And I'm going to bring out a file just to, you know, take any of that away so that these poles sit down nicely, and we'll just get some tape and pad that out so that it'll be, you know, nice and stable. So it's going to get a coffee and bring out the file. There's a little nodule there that runs all the way down. Can't do anything about that. But we'll just go around and do all these and then take the lifting eyes out. Look at Django. What's up, mate? What are you looking at? Yeah, it's Mick. That's all. Mick, the security guard. All right. I think this 9 will slip over there perfectly. I just got to pad this out, you see. But, well, let's do that now. I meant to bring a new roll of tape out. We buy these in 200, so... let's go tight round the bottom. So that'll be 6 in total. Let's see if that fits. Yeah. I've got a tiny bit of wobble. I mean, you know, I might pour some like epoxy or super glue down there or something to pad it out. I can't get any more tape in because the little pip there. I mean, it's not bad. Or, thinking about it, I'm cross-bolting it here. I could put a very small cross-bolt that way as well, and that would probably stop it. Alright, listen, I mean, I've got a new roll of tape. I'm not going to film yet putting another one of these in, but I seem to have found quite a good system. And very little tolerance now. Things are hardly moving. Right, so I'm going to find the next bit really difficult to film. So let me tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'll kind of film it afterwards. So at the bottom of every one of these guys, I'll put a shackle on, and we put one to this one. We do the same 180 degrees opposite, and then we take the back one. And one of the reasons for the accuracy is that there's going to be a rope that'll go from here to here. Oh, I've got to drill these out yet. But initially what we'll do, we'll measure it by coming from here down to one of them at 90 degrees. We'll connect it on a shackle, then we'll disconnect it and connect it back to the main guy. Bloody hell, that's a big aircraft. So I'll then have 3 guys. So when this comes upright, we know that all 3 are within, you know, that much. So let me do that. Then we got to put the falling derrick on and connect the top of the falling derrick to the 4th one here. So then we pull on the falling derrick, everything will come up solid. But then we need to guide the falling derrick. That's got to be its own independent 20-foot mast, and then we pull that over and it'll all start working. So let me stick these ropes on, drill out some holes, and I'll see you in a minute. Well, actually in about an hour. Right, interesting conundrum. Okay, so do I put the ground plate here with an SO239 on it and a piece of wire running up the outside of this, maybe on a spacer or something, and then continue it up the pole? Or do I put the ground plate here and run a heavy couple of ground straps down to the ground to some sort of contraption where I connect the radials to? So I don't know. So what I might do, I don't know actually. I'm thinking maybe both. We'll go into the workshop. I might just get some driven plates and slip them over, and then we can connect, if you think about it, the grounds to that. I'll get some big ones. I just raided the workshop for some, I think these are Signature 12 ground posts. Alright, that's the last one. I mean, I'm just futuring it, so I don't have to take it all apart after it's all been tightened up and torqued and stuff. Because the force square will be in for another few weeks, I'm sure. I have all the radials to make up and everything, and that's a sort of a project all on its own. Alright. No, miles out. But, yeah, we can use it. We can use it there, can't we? That is tight. the lens got little bits of fibreglass dust all over it. I am tensioned up finally, so I'm going to add some ropes now. 180 degrees, 90 degrees to the tower each side. And then I'll measure a third and fourth one using the 90 degree ones for the back and the forward one. So I'll get some rope out now. I've just been working away and not filming, but so I've attached some lines. Okay, obviously that is we'll call it a side. All right, there's the back. That is exactly the right size, and it connects to here. All right, and then there's another side going over there somewhere, and then we've got the front here. It goes nowhere at the moment because, and it's all coming together for you. You can probably see on the ground I've got the falling derrick. Now at the moment it's horizontal to the ground, but eventually it's going to be vertical. All right, so we're going to connect that to here, hopefully. Now you can do this up, but it's be under tension, so it doesn't really matter. And I'm just going to leave it there for a minute because I'm going to raise this up, and that'll connect to the top of the mast. And then when we pull it down, everything will come up. But everything's got to be equilateral. So I've got a bit more rope work to do, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so I'm ready to lift the falling derrick. And as I just start to record, another aircraft comes by. This is a falling derrick system that I've made up before. And it's currently lying on the ground, look, okay, towards a hinge. So what I've done is that falling derrick contraption I've loosened off just here on a temporary basis, is so the falling derrick itself can rotate, and the mast is going up here. So what have we got on the mast? We've got at the moment 3 guys. We've got four guys all connected, 1, 2, 3, and the back one. Yes. So this is the tension wire, and that's going to the top of the falling derrick down there. So as I lift that falling derrick upwards, nothing can go anywhere apart from one cable that I have not yet connected, and it's not precarious. It's just like putting a big DX commander up. This is it here, and that will connect to that one over there. You got to remember, the falling derrick is temporary, and so frankly is this rope as well. This rope is temporary, because as I'm testing this out, we'll order some nice rope. So I need to put the camera somewhere so you can see what's going on. All right, let me just go a little bit at a time. Nothing's under tremendous tension at the moment, so there'll be a bit of wobble, look, which is fine. I just want it not to overshoot. It hasn't. Now I'm going to sort of grab this and walk away. So technically, if I pull on this line, I've got to put some pulleys in yet. The whole thing should raise up, but it's heavy. I would like to pull it all the way up just for tonight. Top's a bit precarious, but that's okay. I don't know if I've got the strength, to be honest, and I might have to just let go. It felt like there was tremendous tension on something, but I can't imagine what. I could loosen the sidelines, if you know what I mean, I guess. And I thought I'd get it up for tonight. Well, solves that problem, look. You might think, what happened? I'll tell you what happened. My own bloody fault is that I forgot to take this freaking bolt out. So I've cracked the casting. So that's kind of scrap, really. So G450 tomorrow, I'm afraid. And that solves that problem, doesn't it? Jesus. Absolutely gutted. No wonder it was difficult. I'd left this bloody thing in. Look at the dents it made. Disaster. I don't think that's repairable. It might be. We'll have a look. Take it apart. So yeah, no wonder it bloody went. Tremendous amount of pressure I was putting on it. I'm in favour of always having two people doing things like this and checking it through, because I'm filming as well. It's my own fault. But we've got another rotator. We can put a G450 on it. We do whip it out and do that tomorrow. But you get a general idea of how a falling derrick works. Once it's up, of course, you can remove the falling derrick. It's quite easy to put it back in again, which is one of the reasons we've got this, this little piece here. You just slip it in and out. I'll just leave it hanging around tonight and then come down. First thing tomorrow is take that bolt out, put the G450 on, and then I'm comfortable then. We need about a 4-to-1 pulley. Hopefully tomorrow the pulley's going to arrive, so it'll be a hell of a lot easier to pull it up. I know people are going to say, oh, you could use electric winches and everything. Listen, it's not that much effort to pull it up, even without a pulley. So I know we've got an extension to put on a Yagi as well, but oh, piss off. As I was saying, we got the Yagi and a bit of head load and everything else, and an aluminium pole to go on top, which will add, a little bit extra. So about a 4-to-1 pulley, I would have thought would be adequate. I do have a 6-to-1. I've brought it out, but it's a little bit lightweight, and I didn't want to do that. I was wondering why all the blooming tension was. Never mind. Okay, wish me luck. If anybody's got the remnants of an RC5-1 knocking around, or an old RC5-1, I'll take it off your hands. Let me know. In the meantime, wish me luck, and I'll see you on the next one. We get the whole 12 metres up. Okay? Bye for now.